Everyone, welcome to our tutorial today with the Putnam County District Library. I'm Addie, and today I'm going to be giving some tips on safe public Wi-Fi use. I do have a couple of sources for today's video, so I'm going to link those below and at the end of the video. So let's get started. So what is public Wi-Fi? Basically, it's free open access to the internet to anyone within range of the network. It's actually a hotspot and is often offered at coffee shops, some hotels, airports, restaurants, and libraries. There are two types of public Wi-Fi networks, secured and unsecured. Secured networks are more safe because they require a user to create an account and agree to terms and conditions, or they require a password to allow users in. However, we're going to focus mostly on unsecured public Wi-Fi, which allows anyone in range to connect to the Wi-Fi without the use of an account or a password. Both secured and unsecured networks are widely used in the public places I mentioned a second ago. So what's the risk of using unsecured public Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi without a password or a login? Well, according to the FTC, connecting to a website allows information to travel from your device, your smartphone, laptop, etc., to the website. This could include your login and password info for your email, financial websites, or social media accounts like Facebook. To combat the security risk this poses, most websites now use encryption. So encryption is a process of scrambling your data to protect it from hackers who could also be using the same public Wi-Fi as you to snoop around and search for potential victims. Encryption has historically been proven by the HTTPS in website URLs. So I've circled the S there. You can see where that S is. The S is supposed to stand for secure. And there's also usually a little lock symbol. If a site is encrypted, there's a little lock symbol next to the website URL. So it shows up, if this was our web browser, it would show up like right here next to the web address. According to the FTC, most mobile apps on your smartphone use encryption as well. So the S and the lock symbol indicate secure, which is a form of encryption. However, nothing on the internet is so simple. So here's my however. In the last few years, bad actors, aka scammers and hackers, have started using third-party encryption services to encrypt their fake websites, basically providing the lock symbol and the S at the end of HTTPS on websites to trick users into believing that they are real and safe. This tricks victims into handing over sensitive information like usernames and passwords or their banking information. So taking into account this disappointing news, here are my tips for protecting yourself while using public Wi-Fi. Number 1, use strong passwords and two-factor authentication whenever possible. I harp on this all the time. Strong passwords and two-factor authentication are your friends. Number 2, update your security software, your operating system, and your internet browser. Do your updates. Okay, there are usually security updates within those. So that's number 2, do your updates. Number 3, check for misspellings, odd spellings, or wrong domain names within a website URL or link. An example of this would be a web address that should end in .gov, actually ending in .com instead. So if you think you're on a government website and it says .com and not .gov, that should put up a red flag for you. Okay? Number 4, don't automatically trust a website just because it has that lock symbol. I lost my little sign here. Don't automatically trust a website just because it has that lock symbol or HTTPS in the website URL. I know this goes against what we've all been told for years, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So don't always just trust that S on the HTTPS. It's not secure like it says it should be. Honestly, I just avoid using public Wi-Fi personally to check anything that might have sensitive data, like any of my banking information, anything requiring my social security number. If I have to check my bank statements when I'm not at home, on my own secured Wi-Fi at home, I just turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone and I use my own data. Okay, that's my workaround when I want to check my banking or something like that. I just turn my Wi-Fi off and use my phone's data. Okay, so don't trust the S. Number 5, confirm you have the correct network. Read the network name very carefully. Ask an employee for the network name, or if it's posted somewhere, check signage of the business to make sure it's legitimate. Only connect to the legitimate listed network, even if it's slow or unresponsive. Anything else may be a fake. So double check what the name of the network is supposed to be, say for the coffee shop, and don't connect to one that isn't the official network, even if that one may seem faster. It could be a fake network that scammers are on, okay, that they've created. Number 6, turn off your auto connect Wi-Fi feature. This setting lets your device connect to any nearby networks, which is convenient, but only safe with trusted networks. You can also forget the network after using a public Wi-Fi network. Okay, so don't automatically connect to the free Wi-Fi. Number 7, turn off file sharing, like AirDrop on Apple devices. I'm not going to go too in-depth on this one. If you use AirDrop or a file sharing feature, turn it off when you're on public Wi-Fi. Okay. Number 8, use a VPN, otherwise known as a virtual private network, on your device. A VPN is something you can purchase that encrypts your data and makes your data invisible as it passes through a network. That's something that you personally could purchase if you wanted to. Number 9, if you're on a laptop, keep your firewall enabled and use antivirus software. Number 10, don't leave your laptop or devices unattended in a public place or vehicle. This one may seem obvious, but if you are regularly visiting a place to use Wi-Fi, say your coffee shop in your neighborhood or something like that, you may begin to loosen your security mindset due to the familiarity of your surroundings. Don't go leaving your stuff just because it feels like you're at home. Okay, you're not. You're still in a public place. And number 11, if you get a suspicious email while on public Wi-Fi, be extra cautious about opening anything or clicking on any links. So there's lots of tips in there, lots of things to think about, lots of ways to try and protect yourself. Stay safe out there, everybody. Thanks for watching.